Everything is everything? Yeah, got you.
Okay, we should be up.
Mm, descriptions.
Yeah, should be up. Should be good. Think I got everything. There's a lot of, dude. I need to have like a little dedicated space to set all this crap up. 'Cause there's so much cords, and it's gonna drive me nuts not having it like put away good, you know.
Of course it would.
Well, right now I'm just on the kitchen counter, and it's like everything's going crazy. I don't like it.
Well, how is the resolution on that monitor?
I don't know. It looks good, but I haven't really messed with it yet either. Like, there's a bunch of settings in there and like all kinds of stuff, and I started to mess with it, and then it like changed the the view. It looked like a stretch, so and I just reset everything and put it back just so I could get this up and running since it's already 10:30.
Okay. Oh, okay, looks pretty clear. Pretty clear to me though.
So you can hear everything. Everything looks good.
Yep.
Well, honestly, it's probably just gonna be me and you in here chilling and while I do some arena. Dude, you should see all this crap they put into the game, man. All these new challenges. So like there's all these new 10-year challenges right here.
Yeah.
A lot of it's like necropolis, but look at all them sig stones and shards, dude. And then you gotta do you gotta do one of the challenges to get the a piece for Deathless She-Hulk, and then once you get her, um, you get Deathless Thanos, and then you have to do
No
it,
shit, I see that.
and then you have to do a whole nother you have to do a whole nother challenge with just the Deathless pieces, all five of them. Wow, man, I'm gonna be pretty busy for a while.
Definitely some intricate shit, man.
Yeah, and then tomorrow is the new day for Autumn of Agony too, so I'll have to do that. And
What
then
is that now?
that's the one, it's this right here, where you get every 2 weeks you get a new champ to face off, and they're like super loaded in buffs, and then you have to do it with certain champions, whichever ones they say. Like last week it was like, or this week it was Avengers in medium, and then like small and metal and shit like that, and then they have these
Mm.
crazy nodes on them, and then when you do, they usually put out three different challenges with three different champs, and then when you do all three of them in here, there's usually like the tabs. You get like 200k gold, and then you get the points. Once you get the points, then you come into here and it gives you all your rewards. So like right now, I did the first 2 weeks, and that was you get 1 point for just completing it, and then you get 1 point for every challenge. So that's why I have eight, and then it goes all the way up, and then um, you get to like 20 points or 18 points, I think it is, and then the final one for point 21 and 24, put out five challenges, and it's usually like you have to face every single one of them of the challenges per every 2 weeks, and then you go in and you have to beat all of them with like a certain set of champs, and then you get all those extra rewards.
So you have a timeline set up for yourself, like a deadline you kind of want to make up for yourself.
Not really, just go as I go. But they upped the cap on summoner level. I thought it was supposed to be today, but I guess not. It's gonna go up to 70 now, and they're gonna. It said in the little tab or whatever that you're supposed to see up to 65, and then they're gonna reveal 65 through 70 in 2025 after the banquet. But I don't know. I don't see anything, so I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, I'm really excited for these right here, dude. These collector crystals, because they have those 2 stars in them, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm hunting is 2 stars. So let's see, two, four, six, eight in that one. And how many are in this one? Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18. So yeah, that's why I want them is for those. But I guess it also you also have I wasn't expecting this because usually they do like a 5 star and a 6 star, but like
Yeah.
now they have the 3 and 6 star, and then they have these objectives you have to do, or not objectives, but you pretty much just do the arena to get the points to get into here. So I need 10,000 points, and you get a wait what? That's be more than 100,000. Sorry. So most points I can get
For
is with
attainable 2 stars, which ones do you still in the hunt for?
shit, dude. I have so many missing 2 stars. It's crazy. Check this out.
Really?
So right now I own 205, right? That's owned 205. I'm missing 78. Like,
Wow.
yeah, those the 2 stars are the hardest for me to get. That's why I'll show you here after this, but every month they come out with a 2 star pool. It's these crystals right here. Every month they come out with these um like this right here, this collector whatever crystal, and it has like a certain pool of champs in it. So every month I buy at least one. So like I have that one, all these other ones too, And then that's why at the end of the year I want to do a big opening of just 2 star stuff to see if I can get more 2 star crystals or 2 star champs. Cause
What setting do you have the most of?
I should have I should have did this earlier, but I never really thought about it until way later. So that's why I only have a couple of them. Next year I'll get one every month. Cause it costs 100 units just to buy a fucking 2 star crystal, man, which is I feel like a lot, but whatever. It's what needs to be done, I guess. Eventually I have to get them anyway, so
Well, what star level do you have the most of?
like the most champs.
Yeah.
I don't know, let's find out. So I have, well, this one's always gonna be the lowest, but I also don't have that Stark Spidey. 15, 205, 274. I'd say it's probably these 3 stars. 274. Oh, 275, 4 stars. 269, 5 stars. 263, 6 stars. And 99. Yeah, so it's the 4 stars I have the most of. I think I'm only missing one 4 star, dude. And every single one of them's max rank, too. Well, that's what I've been working on. Oh, okay. One, two, three, four. So I have five missing 4 stars. And King, I can only get in the banquet. Thanos, I can only get in the banquet. Dazzler is just now coming out. So whenever like a North Star arena comes out after you do his, and then I'm not sure how I'll be able to get Isofiend's 4 star.
What's the banquet?
Remember, it's the gifting event. Remember,
Oh, okay.
remember before it was you gift crystals and you get points and stuff, but now it's like
Yeah.
you give stuff to yourself pretty much. That's why they call it banquet.
Is there any of these older champs that give you a roughie?
Not in any of these arenas. Maybe in like when I'm doing a 7 star arena grind just to get the 3 and 4 star champ.
Yeah.
Like if I'm using lower level 7 stars and I get a higher star to go against, sometimes it causes a little headache, but very rarely.
I mean, is there been anybody that's difficult to learn?
Oh, there's plenty of champs I haven't learned yet, man. There's too many champs in this game to fully know everybody.
think back when it was just 4 stars that would come this far.
Shit, think back when it was just 3 stars, man. So here, I thought I didn't start playing the game till it was like 2 years in, but I just got the title because they sent out titles for the 10-year celebration, and my title
Yeah.
said I 9 years of playing, so I guess I only missed the first year.
What the heck?
Yeah, that's what I said too, because I could have swore I didn't play till 2016, but I guess I was wrong.
Can you imagine if they ever showed you like how many hours you put into the game?
I'm sure there's some way to find it. I don't know where it would be, but I'm sure there's somewhere to find it. I guarantee you, I got quite a bit. See, at least I have you on call, so I have someone to chat with instead of just sitting here by myself playing arena.
I still think that's crazy though too. Some of these older champions, like how long they've been in here.
What do you mean?
Said
Like
what, a decade, right? Because it was what, Wolverine, Hulk.
Gamora?
Who's who? No, I mean the core ones that you started with. Remember
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gamora was like. Oh, you mean when I
what?
started, or when the game
Yeah,
started?
when you started.
Oh, I couldn't even tell you who I used way back then.
Because I remember you were talking about how to use, or you learned how to use Wolverine.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago. That's crazy how long this game's been going, or I mean, I guess how long I've been playing.
And do you think it ever will switch over to console?
No, I think the furthest they would go is PC, and they're already starting to experiment with that.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see that they have such a big event too. Remember?
What do you mean?
Well, remember that they have like a big championships or whatever, like the national championships?
Oh yeah, Comic Con
Yeah. That's it. Never thought I'd see them have a booth there, but yet here's the world we live in. It's
for real, huh? Well, right now, Legacy, one of those guys I watch, he's doing one of those challenges I was telling you about. I don't remember which one he's doing, but I was watching him for a little bit while I was eating. And then another guy
awesome. I
that,
wonder.
go
Uh,
ahead,
I was gonna say, I wonder if someplace like who's the owner of this game again?
Kabam.
Kabam. Do you ever think that maybe they post like first person to reach the new 65 level or 70 level, whatever they're going to?
I know they did. They've done it before for like Abyss of Legends and Necropolis and stuff like that. Like their big high-end um, end game stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if they do it for the levels, but I mean it's possible.
I think it'd be pretty cool to have a screenshot of that. Can you imagine the grinding that would take?
Oh, it'd be crazy, dude.
Because on average, how many points is it between a level now at that higher up?
I don't know. It this tracker doesn't show like let's see. Or did it show on here? See, it doesn't show like how much you need to level up. It just
Hmm.
shows you your stuff. So I'm not sure. And like I said, I could have swore it started today, but I guess not.
I wonder if it has to do with the time difference thing, huh?
No, 'cause like for me it's like they sent out the 10 by 10 today. They're giving
Yeah.
away 10 for my progression level. It's Paragon or Valiant. You get 10 7 stars for free, and it's every day. And it came out with the calendar, and I think the calendar is always at 6 when it's daylight savings, and then when it reverts back or whatever, I think it's 7. So it's just whatever time zone you're in, it's always that no matter what.
Oh, okay. I
So
thought it was
everyone always gets it at
where
the
the servers are at, kind of a
same
thing.
time. Well, if I remember right, Kabam's in Canada, and I don't think it's very far from where Fluffy is.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I mean, I know they're in Canada. I just don't remember where. So they're always going off
Pacific?
what's it, Pacific time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. At what year do you think you like fully committed to just being getting to this? Once you set your goal for 1 million prestige,
Oh, no one can get 1 million prestige. You mean like hero
or
rated?
hero rating? My bad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'd say I didn't fully commit to a couple years in, but I don't know. I don't remember honestly.
Are there still accounts that are true non-monetary, just pure grinding accounts
Like
that
straight free to
stream?
play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that guy, Brian Grant.
Oh yeah.
He's 100% free to play, and then he literally streams pretty much almost every single day, man. He'll stream for he'll actually be starting up here about usually around 11 our time. He goes for about 2 hours, and he's been doing that almost. The only times he's ever not done it is when he was like on vacation or
Hmm.
his internet was down because I guess he has Comcast and it like jacks with him every now and then. But yeah, that I mean I'm sure there's other free to play accounts because like Lags has his main account where he spends money, but then he has a completely free to play second account. So I'm sure like, but like,
It's just funny because think back on when you first started this game, right?
yeah.
What phone were you using?
Oh shit. It was probably that one that was like I can't remember what it was called, but I remember it was like they were always bragging it up because it had like I don't want to say it was Beats because I don't think it was Beats because I think it was even before Beats, but there was some kind of sound. They claimed that there was some kind of sound system in it. Remember that little gray phone I had with the two big speakers on each end? It was
Okay, yeah, I
it,
remember.
it was probably that phone honestly that I probably started this on.
Look what you're playing on now.
I know,
It's crazy how far phones have come along with this game.
ridiculous sometimes.
It is. And then when you think about like for a long time there too, there's a lot of people that didn't even know this thing existed. And then now it's commonplace. A lot of like the pages or whatever for YouTube. It's usually I always see something on my page for it.
Did you see did you see any of the stuff for the new Galaxy?
No, I didn't. I didn't look at
For the what is it now? S25, right? I think.
it. Yeah, yeah. I didn't look at your specs up on that.
I know at the rate I'm going now, I think I'll only be able to do this one arena and we'll have to call it a night. Maybe do another stream another night. At the rate I'm going now, I don't think I'll be able to. I mean, I'll get this one done obviously, but I don't think I can do both of them in an hour.
Are there any like what do you call what do you call it? Where they play it really fast? They try to
Oh,
play it really fast.
oh, speed running.
Speed running. Is there any of that in this game?
It's funny you say that because the other day I actually came across this video and it was like how I got Paragon or was it Valiant? I think I think it was Valiant. It was like how I got Valiant in 5 days or something. I can't remember exactly, but it was like it was under a week, and like he just like cut everything and showed how he got through it, and I was like, damn, he got through that shit quick.
remember we're on YouTube.
I mean, if I had the time, like I didn't have to, worry about anything. I could just sit down and grind. I think I could. I would want to say I could get Valiant in a week, but I don't know. I definitely could get to Paragon. I feel like I could get to Paragon in a week. Valiant might be pushing it, but that's also not having to worry about, baby or the girls or anything like that. Just straight sitting down and only worrying about this. Stream for like, or not even have to stream, but like just play for hours on end.
Yeah. What part of the game you think is the most time consuming?
Mm, I don't know, probably the monthly event quest, just 'cause it comes out every month and you have to. I mean, you don't have to do it obviously, but if you do it, there's so many. Like a lot of people, I mean, I don't know. I'm not even gonna say a lot of people. I'm just gonna say, for me, it's time consuming because I fully explore everything just for the extra rewards and units. Cause like the super high end players, I mean, they could still obviously do it for units and stuff, but I highly doubt they do a lot of the lower difficulties just because there's nothing in there for them. But like I do them because it gives me some rewards that I need to rank up the 4 and 5 star champs. And I don't think a lot of high end players or end game players are worrying about 4 and 5 stars like I am. That's probably like there's a lot of people, high end players, end game players that have a high hero rating, but it's because the top end of their roster is like stacked. Like they worry about their really good 6 stars that aren't gonna come out as 7 stars, and then they worry about their 7 stars. Whereas like, yeah, I still have high end 7 stars, and like I could be in a higher alliance doing bigger things, but like my hero rating comes from all the lower champs. Cause like that guy Legacy I told you I was
Mm,
watching
the
earlier.
collective?
Yeah, cause like that guy Legacy I was watching earlier, like every now and then he'll scroll through his roster and show stuff. And like yeah, he has all these rank 3 7 stars and rank 5 ascended 6 stars and like just crazy high end. But like if he scrolls through his profile or all his champs, you can see he has like a lot of 2, 3, 4, 5 stars that haven't been ranked up, you know, whereas like all my 5 stars are at least um rank 4, and then all my 2, 3, and 4 stars are max rank. So like yeah, those champs don't have the higher hero ratings and don't give that much, but just the fact that I have all of them ranked up probably helps me keep up a little bit. Cause like I could just straight focus on
So is
getting.
there champions that
No, good.
don't get to next tier, like don't that aren't six and sevens? Are there some champs that are gonna like just stay at five?
There's three champs I know for sure 100% off the top of my head that stop at uh 5 stars. That's this one I'm fighting right here, Magic. She's only up to a 5 star, and then my favorite Quake, she's only up to a 5 star, and then Ultron Classic is only a 5 star. You can't get him as anything else. It's only 5 star. But as far as anyone else, I off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone else.
So is there any part of this game that is like your least favorite part to do?
Mm, Not really, because everything kind of has a benefit to it. Like arena is super boring, but you get battle chips, which can lead to gold and units. Um,
Mm.
yeah, I don't know. Everything has a use. Like, yeah, it may be boring. Like, right now I would just be sitting here just playing, and just kind of not even paying attention, probably watching a YouTube video or something, or and trying to arena grind with some in the background. So yeah, it's like boring, but it's still beneficial in some kind of way. So that's why I like having you on call because you actually ask questions and make me think. I just feel like I'm in an interview
So
right
is
now.
there a champion that is there champions that over time you kind of learn to favor just after kind of learning like a certain set that they have or something, or is there champions that have come a longer way than you thought they might have?
Well, I mean, I obviously like Quake's probably my favorite champ in the game, so I would really love to see them give her a higher star level, which is just insane to me because I feel like there's way more powerful champs than her that got to go to 6 star and then she didn't. But I don't know, like just champs that surprise me. Like I've learned to love Immortal Abomination because of Brian. Brian was a big fan, and then I kind of rolled with him into that. Um, Mole Man, I don't know. I always thought Mole Man was just trash, and then I got him as a 7 star, and like he's probably one of my most used champs. I really love Black Widow, Deadly Origin. I know a lot of people don't, but I do. Um, a lot of people don't like Gore, but I really like Gore. Um, who else? I don't know. I'd have to actually sit here and look at the champs to give you more. But
So are
I
there
mean,
certain champions that come to mind that have a very specific use that you probably wouldn't use like every day kind of a thing, but they have their one kind of set use that comes in handy, whether it be a defender or a certain kind of level to go on.
oh yeah, Mole Man, dude. Mole Man's so good for champions that evade. Like, say you gotta fight like a really pesky Nightcrawler in war. Like, even with the class disadvantage, Mole Man's so good because he has this True Strike active right off the beginning. You don't even have to do anything to activate it. It's just there, ready to go. Or like auto block champs, he's so good for those too. Then I don't know, as long as the champ you're fighting is not shock immune, dude, Black Widow just destroys champs. Like it's ridiculous how fast I can get stuff done with her. Oh, ever since Red Skull got his buff, I really like Red Skull too.
So 180 of that, are there certain champions that you really don't see a use for, but you kind of just play them anyway?
Um, I don't know. In any kind of way, every champ has a use because every champ's unique, you know. So like, there's always something in. If you run into something, there's always a champ that can help you get through it. You know, you just gotta know your champs and actually pay attention.
Can you think of someday they had like a stat to show you what champion you use the most is versus the one you use the least?
I mean, I guarantee you, even though Quake's only a 5 star, I guarantee you I've still used her the most out of anybody. Hell, I even we're in Gold 1 War, which isn't anything crazy. I mean, I could probably go be in a higher alliance that does like platinum, you know, mid-tier platinum, but I don't know, I just don't want to have to deal with that grind because it's, you got to really pay attention and stuff like that. But like, even in this Gold 1 Wars, you're fighting 7 stars most of the time, like rank 2 7 stars, max rank 5 6 stars, ascended. There'll be times when I still take Quaken, dude, as a 5 star.
Is there any aspect of the game where you see that they could do like an improvement that's kind of been pushed to the side that you think if they improve that, that would improve like your want to play that?
Not really, because I mean, they maybe buff the rewards for Arena a little bit, but that's uh, for another day. Like the 50 frame or 60 frames per second was a good update. Um, they did a complete refresh to all the like title screens and stuff. So like when we're done here with the arena, before I leave, I can show you like if you switch to a champ to like level them up and stuff, it's a whole new screen behind you and stuff like that. They've already been working on a lot of stuff that needed to be updated, but like just straight off hand, I don't think I can think of anything. I didn't
So,
even.
what part of the game you think kind of keeps you interested in it? Is it just because you've been in here for so long now, or do you think you're
It's
kind of
it's
more interested in the next update?
it's the grind, man. I love it. I love just digging into it, like, and I really like obviously more recently within the last year I've gotten more into the collecting. Like I just want to get everything, dude. I just want to collect everything. I love that collecting part. Just the grinding to get the champs, the grinding to get the resources to level them up. Like I just like the grind.
So, whenever you do like the big openings and stuff, that's kind of like every what month Christmas for you.
Dude, you have no idea how hard it is to save these crystals for the whole month. You have no idea, man. It's so hard. Like I just want to open everything as soon as I get it. It's just ridiculously hard for me to have to sit here and save everything. But it has been teaching me patience, so I guess that's good.
So, do you think that with how much lore they built into this game so far, do you think there could ever be like whether it be like an anime form or a small mini series or something like that, all based off of this game? Kind of like I guess the same nod is kind of like in the X Men. I think it's '96 kind of thing the way they did that kind of a cartoon. It was
Like a
nothing had
what?
to do with anything canon,
Like a
but
what
like
if?
maybe like a yeah, kind of like that, but with these guys, this platform, these characters that they built on here and stuff, and the storyline that they built because there's some intricate storylines that they talk about on here.
I mean, I think that I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they made a couple comics from this, and then they always have their little short stories of the champs. So I mean, to expand that, they probably could. I mean, to what you're saying, they haven't done, but they've already kind of been doing a couple things kind of like that, just not on the scale you're talking about, where it would be like a mini series. It's more just like short videos.
Well, I mean, that's what I mean. Even what you know about this game already, do you see that that could become a thing with this?
Oh yeah, it definitely could. It just depends who's gonna do it. I don't know if Kabam would want to do something like that, or Marvel. I'm obviously Marvel's partners with them, but I don't know if Marvel would want to embark in something like that.
Because you
Oh,
think of like, okay, even to deal with like the Marvel and stuff, they've had a lot of misses as of late. So then you think that if they dig into this is a whole fan base that's been untouched or something like that too. Can you imagine if they did do something like that based off of like, look, like even got Venom the Duck, and things like that. They have really interesting characters in here that I guess would never have been thought of before if it wasn't for this game. Have to think of a way to reinvent characters.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing some original comics or little short series on the champs that Kabam made themselves, like Aegon or I can't remember who else is like a Kabam original. That's the only one that's coming to mind, but I'd be interested to see a little show about him.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to give them a whole backstory like that too. See, that's what I mean. Like even like a short mini series of them just showcasing the characters that they brought into it that people have come to love. Obviously,
Oh yeah, that definitely would be something I'd be interested in at least. Cause I actually started rewatching Agents of Shield, dude. I'm already like two over halfway through season 2, and I just started like 4 days ago. And there's like 20 episodes a season, dude. And they're hours. They're hour long. It's not like they're just those short ones.
on
I
that one there, that's one of the few kind of incarnations where they had of Ghost Rider, where I actually loved what they did with it.
Oh yeah, they did Ghost Rider justice in that show.
Oh, I love the whole part of it where like he was fully aware of what it was, what could be capable and stuff like that. And it really was like something he really didn't want to always be doing, but he knew like it was a necessary, not even an evil, but it's just a necessary action for him to take.
Yeah. Well, that one's I actually got through that one pretty quick. I guess we can knock this one out real quick. I think I'll have to go back in later and do all this stuff. Yeah, 'cause I only got 3 points so far, and I need what 10. Cause I'm almost halfway there. But a lot of that was those 2 stars I used right off the bat. I can at least get all the rewards in here, and then we can call it a night.
Because I know it's a stretch, of course, but I think that with the character base that they have here, I think they'll probably maybe they'll never admit it or not, but at the same time, I still think that this game gave them the idea for like what if.
Yeah, but wasn't like what if in talks for a long time, and they just never got around to it?
But I think that they've seen it that it worked in this game as far as like people wanted to see like really what if like this one here or we expanded on this storyline as opposed to the one that Marvel had in mind that was like a 10-year plan that was never gonna veer off until they got the end game and then after that they were just like well we thought we were gonna call it quits kind of on that one and then now we have all these other ones we want to expand on. Of course a lot of them were hit or miss, but like I think this game directly said like hey there's a market for this, there's a market for what if this happened or what if this happened in this storyline over here or something like that. I think I want to say that it's probably never going to be confirmed, but in my head it feels like that this game really did help kind of put it on the map as far as like we could do these champions and people would be interested.
Yeah, but some of those what if stories are like actual comics, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah, true. But then they had those ones
But you're
like
just saying it spawned the inspiration to do it.
yeah, yeah, because there's also that one that with the Native American ones too. Though remember that kind of a character that just kind of came out of nowhere, but they expanded on it like nobody was be asking for it, but then it came about.
Hmm.
Yeah, because if you look at something like even what's his name, Wiccan, like that one there, and then what's the other one?
Hulkling.
Yeah, that one there. I never saw those characters coming. And I know
Well,
everybody else leaned toward the Hulkling, but I always like to play as Wiccan. I wanted to get him down and that make him work, you know.
well, you know who they are, right?
Mhm.
Wiccan's Scarlet Witch's boy, and
Like
then
who?
um I don't know. I'm not sure about that. And then Hulkling is Hulk's son.
But it doesn't say who the mom is.
I don't know. I think they said like I don't know about the game how they rigged it, but I think in the comics Hulkling comes from when he was on Sakaar.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense though. The whole DNA part of it, the
Cause isn't
genetic makeup.
what show is it where Hulkling actually like it's not the Hulkling we know in the game. I think they didn't give him the wings, but I'm pretty sure Hulkling shows up in one of the MCU shows. Is it She-Hulk? I think maybe at the very end.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. This kid, right? Yeah, that was at the end of She-Hulk. Yeah, I remember seeing that. And I still like that Nick Fury's in there too. That was one of my favorite ones. Once I finally got him and was able to get him awakened, it became one of my favorites. And then one I know that you never got why I liked him, but Darkhawk.
Just like I said before, everyone has their uses. You just gotta know how to use them.
It's funny how well
Oh damn!
Nick
Actually,
Fury does against things.
he destroyed my ass right there. I didn't think that L3 would kill me, but he damn. That was a I had a full health bar too, man. It's not like I was like low. That Fury's potent, man. Sounder. So
I like this.
I'm looking at my screen right here. I plugged in that monitor, and I just got it acting as a second screen. So like on the actual tablet or not tablet, on the actual laptop, I have OBS running just to make sure everything's going good, and then I have the YouTube pulled up on the monitor, and I'm looking, and it says um views, likes, and then it says concurrent viewers. So it says I have one view, but it says I have two concurrent viewers, and I don't know what that means. It's like, is there
That's
someone else
weird.
in here watching and I don't know, or what? Because it just says Yeah, it says right now. Well, right now it says 1-1, but at the top it says two concurrent viewers. So I don't know if someone stopped in and left or what, but I'm not sure
It
what that.
shows two people in the live chat for me. It just doesn't show who else is here.
Well, if anyone else is here, what's up? How you doing? Got any questions? Pop it in the chat. Let me know.
So is there a champion that they came out with like on their own that really stands out as a favorite just because of their story, not so much as their playability, just something that you kind of like that they did?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that honestly. I
Okay,
know.
so is there any characters on here that came along that you didn't like from before, but they're good as a champion?
Oh, you mean like I didn't like from Marvel, and then
Yeah,
they're good in here?
yeah.
That's a tough one actually. Um, hmm. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. You
Are
talking
there
about
any champions that came in?
just like Marvel in general, or are you talking about MCU?
All of it, I guess. All of it combined. Is there any of them that just kind of
Well, I guess
goofy, but then they're a good champion?
I haven't really read much comics, so I can't really say in comics, but like MCU wise, mm, shit, I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's you got me on that one.
Okay, what about vice versa? That one that you thought was going to be amazing, that it was going to be added to the game, and then was pretty underwhelming. I know you say they have their uses, but as a personal preference, they were pretty underwhelming.
Well, I mean, Groot is super underwhelming in the game, but I love Groot in the movies. Groot might be the worst champ in the game, honestly.
Really?
Oh yeah, he's that bad, dude. Like there's in here there's Groot and King Groot, and then there's Deathless King Groot, and like King Groot, he's pretty good. Like that's probably another champ that people don't really pay attention to, but like again, Brian plays him a lot, and like I ranked mine up, and like I don't use him that often, but he does have his uses for me. But yeah, dude, Groot is bad. Like Groot has been overdue for some kind of buff or rework for a long time.
But what is it
Cause
he's good at now? What is his use, you think?
he has. I mean, I take it back, man. Not all champs have uses, cause he has no use. Like I can't think of a single thing I would use Groot for other than an arena champion. Like, cause
You found the one.
he hits like a wet noodle, even when he gets his furies and stuff. And then like yeah, he has his regen on the special too, and like he has immunities. So I guess I mean he could be used for stuff where you need immunities, but it's gonna be a long ass fight because he doesn't hit for shit.
Well, what about, do you think that the direct correlation between a movie coming out has to do with how hard they push a champion and how OP they might make him whenever they first get in here?
Um, I wouldn't say that because it's just the toolkits they put with them. Like yeah, they'll push. They've done releases where a champ will come out when a movie is released that they're in, but like I wouldn't say they push harder or whatever because of that, or they make a champ better or not because of that. Because there's been some duds. I can't think of anything off the top of my head, but there's been duds where a movie came out and then everyone's like, "Well, this guy sucks," you know.
Okay, so is there a version of a champion on here that looks better than you think they showed in like either a comic or a MCU show?
I don't know. You talk about just straight costume wise.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, because Quicksilver looks amazing in this game.
I think Gore looks better in the game than he does in MCU too.
Yeah,
Um, who else? Trying to think here.
yeah, like just straight aesthetics. Who looks better on here than they do in the MCU?
Mm, shit. Why are you giving me all these stumpers, man?
What you wanted questions, you get questions, man.
I mean, to be fair, I never did ask you to question me up.
I did
Um,
not ask you
I don't know. I just there's some champs that just have their like real old school field look that I like in the game because obviously they're more modern with a lot of the movies. Like I love Scarlet Witch's design in here. I know the other Scarlet Witch that they have in here is the more modern version, but like I like the old school look of like Hawkeye and this OG Black Panther, like those old school looks. It feels more
yet.
comic book wise compared to movies where they're more modernized.
Yeah, and then like even the Black Panther looks so much better this frame rate than what they originally.
I mean, I love that they put all the mutants in that like dope ass yellow X-Men uniforms. I do like that.
Hmm. So is there a champion that has been just consistently annoying to go against?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of them. I mean, ever since Serpent came out, Serpent's been a pain in the ass. But he just came out this year. But like consistently over the years, mm, I don't know. It depends because like a champ can be a dud, but if they're put on the right nodes for defense wise, they can be a pain. Like I said, Groot's a pain. Like he's a wet noodle. But if you give him super high strong attack and you put him on nodes where like his regen is higher or whatever, he can always be a pain. So I wouldn't say it's like the actual champ. I would say it's more the nodes that they get put on.
So, which one of the things that they've added on over the years do you think at one point you're like, man, this is as good as this game's gonna ever be, and then something better came along?
Mm. I don't know if I've ever thought that honestly, because
You always
they always find ways to improve in some way.
is there one champion that you sometimes forget that you're really good with that you go back to every now and then? Like even arena grinding here, and then you're like, oh shit, this champion's really good.
Mm. I don't know. For some reason, I really like Mortal when I play
Oh really?
Arena. Yeah, I don't. I ain't gonna use him to quest or anything, but I really like playing Mortal in Arena. I don't know why, but probably just because he hits like a truck if you build up his Furies. But like when it comes to Arena, man, it really is just like I don't even have to be looking at the screen right now. I could literally be watching YouTube and not even paying attention to Arena and just doing that. Or I could just sit here and stare at the empty chat and be perfectly fine just watching out of peripheral. So like Arena is really not the place to answer that question, but
Well, I mean, how many other places do you get to play this many champions in a row consistently and be able to run the gauntlet of all of them and be like, oh, I forgot I had this champion, or I forgot how good this champion is, or something like that.
this is the only place. Nowhere else can you just switch between three more champs that quick.
And so, are there certain champions that you came across on here, then you were like, oh, gee, I wonder what their backstory really is, or like got curious of their MCU involvement or something like that. Like just now, you had like a Miles run through a while ago, and then did you ever have like an interest to learn about Miles?
Not really. I don't think I've ever actually sat here and researched champs that way anyway.
What
I
about,
did.
is there a setup of champions that you can consistently take into like quests and stuff like that, and that's you can make it work, or are they pretty good, really efficient with all of them?
I don't know. I'd say Moman's pretty well rounded champ that I take to everything. Warlock. Warlock's pretty good, well rounded. Mm, Black Widow, I take her a lot to everything. And then the Mystic Black Widow, I use her a lot. I wish I could get. I wish they would release her as a 7 star.
And then do you ever think back at some of the champions, like for sure, like Colossus was one of the ones when they first came out. You're like, wow, this is what they did. And then when they did the updates or whatever on them, they were actually a really good champion.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of them that have gotten buffs recently that are really good now. Like I said, like Red Skull. Like I never Red Skull was just ass champ, man. Like he was unplayable, and now he's actually pretty good.
What about, are there certain champions where you like to see what is it, the third one,
What, like a third version?
their third finisher or whatever it's called on there?
Oh, their special three.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a lot of good special threes, man. I don't think I could sit here and pinpoint any one. There's a couple good ones. Like Nick Fury's L3 is pretty dope. Um, I don't know. There's a the couple unique ones like Rocket and Mojo have their own specific L3 to where like it's just for them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 'cause like um when you're facing Rocket, like if I was to use Black Widow's L3 or anyone else, it's not their L3, it's the one that was programmed for him. Like you still get the damage and everything, but it's not his L3, it's just that animation for the L3. And then it's always that animation for Mojo for his L3 or when you fire your L3 against him, I mean.
Hmm. But none that comes to mind specifically that you like to just watch, like just let play through if you have time.
Oh no, the only time I'll watch L3s is when I'm forced to watch L3s like in Battleground. They don't let you do the skip. So like I won't if I can skip through it I will every time. The only time I'll watch an L3 is when I have to because the game makes me.
See, there was a time I remember when Dragon Man came out, and I was like, "Oh man, that could be really cool." Then I seen the version of him in the game, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" But I also like the one where they did the Maestro line on here. I like that. I remember playing that one when I was in Dragon Ball. That was really
Yeah, cuz I'm pretty sure Medusa came out when I mean I'm probably wrong, but I'm pretty sure Medusa came out when they aired Inhumans. Remember when that
good.
show
Yep.
came out?
Yeah.
I
I
still
also
never
remember
watched
what
it.
bust that movie. Yeah, it's you're good. I'll tell you right now, you're good.
No, I mean eventually I want to watch it. I don't know when I'll watch it, but I do want to watch it.
All I'm gonna say is, you know what kind of Marvel fan I am, and I forced my son to watch it.
Well, did you ever watch Secret Wars?
I started to, couldn't get into it. I couldn't keep going. It was kind of just dragging along for me at that point.
Cause I think I'm gonna finish Agents of Shield, and then I think I'm gonna jump to Secret Wars. Cause I think I have like one episode of She-Hulk left, if I remember right, and then I haven't watched Secret Wars. And then is there anything else that's come out?
What'd you
Can't.
think of Moon Knight?
Oh, I love Moon Knight, man. Moon Knight was dope. I want more.
Definitely thought there's gonna be more. And I think the main reason too why I had a bias against Secret Wars is I wanted that to be a movie.
Yeah, I think it wasn't it supposed to be a movie at one point, and then they switched it.
Yeah, they switched it over to a TV show or whatever.
I mean, a lot of people shit on um Falcon and Winter Soldier, but I liked Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, I liked it. I liked that from start to finish. I liked that show.
Well, you know one that everyone shits on. Remember,
Hmm.
Netflix's Iron Fist.
Oh
Everyone,
yeah.
everyone shits on that one, but I don't know. I enjoyed it. Like it wasn't the greatest show ever made, but I mean, it wasn't. I didn't think it was as bad as people are making it out to be.
See, I liked the Iron Fist one because like I did like the actor that played Danny Rand. He did a really good job, but also the villains in it. The one I could not get myself into was Jessica Jones.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I don't know, man. It wasn't there because I watched the Luke Cage one and I liked it because of the storyline where it came from. Loved, absolutely loved their Daredevil one, and I like the one where they did the Defenders too. I actually like that the way they did it there.
I don't know. I liked Jessica Jones.
And couldn't do it. I watched the whole thing. I did, and there's no actual real complaints to it other than I don't know. It's just the way. Maybe it's because of how long it took for every episode to actually build. I guess I don't
Yeah, but that was the whole point. She's a detective.
know. I know, and I get that. I do. It's just I would much rather go back. During one of those when there came on, if I ever got bored, I went back and rewatched Daredevil. So much
Well,
I
yeah.
like Daredevil.
Well, that's I think the fact that Daredevil did so good is why everyone's so disappointed in the other ones. Is because Daredevil was so good, and they compared
Yeah.
all the other shows to Daredevil. Like you can't compare them. They're different things, you know.
Well, see, the same thing even happened with the Arrowverse though too. Whenever you're thinking about those shows, like the whole Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, stuff like that, everybody expected it to be like what the Arrow was, but then they just weren't.
Well, yeah. I mean, like you said, you can't compare Arrow to Flash, cause like Arrow is like dark and brooding, and does shit in the shadows, and like Flash isn't like that. He's jolly happy and shit, you know.
Well, I think what the difference was for me is that with Arrow, especially in the very earlier, I think at least first 3 seasons, the stunts and stuff in there were more practical. Like they weren't just reliant just on CGI. Like they didn't have a big budget and they made do with what they had. And the practical effects are what gets me. That's what gets me into a show because I like them like that.
Yeah.
And I loved Deathstroke the way they did Deathstroke in there. Oh my god, I loved it. I love that actor too that plays it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I stopped watching Flash after like season 6 maybe. And then that's probably about the same time I stopped watching Arrow too. I always wanted to get back into it. I just don't know how to stream all that stuff.
I stopped at 6, I think, on both of them, but that's just because there was other shows that were coming out. I know for sure, and it wasn't like I just stopped just to stop. It was there was other shows or other things going on, and why I stopped watching them.
Yeah.
But I think they just finally. The reason why I brought it up too is the reason is they just now aired the last Lois and Superman. That was a part of that universe, and I think now they were talking about that Arrowverse is done. Like that was the last show of it. Like, done now.
That was the last one still running.
Yeah, and I like the actor that they chose to play Superman. Like, I actually like his acting. But yeah, and I think that's kind of the main thing why I don't like end up liking some shows is because they become too reliant on CGI. But then other ones that are really CGI heavy, but you can tell like the CGI team they must have switched it or they just got lazy and the
Hmm.
CGI just is nowhere near what it was.
Oh shit, I'm done.
Yeah, knew you could do it. All I have
I
to do
wonder,
is keep you alive with some questions.
I wonder how many points I got though. Damn, I didn't hit 5. You know, I'm gonna do one more match just hit that 65. Cause I'm gonna have to come back in here and do it anyway, just so I can get to the. Oh, I wonder if these 1 stars are back. When do I get these back? In an hour. Yeah, I ain't waiting that long. I do want to
Okay.
get
So
what's up?
the other question I have for you though is as far as like the Flash TV show is concerned, who was your favorite bad guy?
From the Flash?
Yeah,
What the hell's his name? Remember he was in that floating chair. I can't remember his
mm,
name. It was towards like season 5, I think.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Is it? It's not the Tinker, or is it the
No,
Tinker?
no.
No. You know what guy I'm talking about? That guy. I don't remember his name, but I liked how he put Barry on the ropes, man.
Oh yeah,
For the longest time too. It wasn't just like a little bit. Like they were fighting that dude forever. Like, cause
because
you.
my favorite is Reverse Flash.
Oh yeah. Well, he's just a constant running character too, though.
Well, no, the reason why I liked him in the first one is because man, that is some sinister thinking. The things that he did, and who he literally became physically embodied to do that to him.
Yeah.
And then the fact we're here to later on say that he thought of him as like a son or whatever. Just that part, the whole um, once you understand your enemy or something like that, you empathize with them somewhere along those lines, something like that. It's just, but he knew and he ended up liking and loving Barry, but he knew like deep down he still hated the future version of him. So
Yeah.
much so that he went through it.
Mhm.
So that's what I liked about him, and the fact that no matter how many times they thought they had him, he was already steps ahead of them.
Yeah.
That and I like the whole vibration look to him with like the glowing red eyes and stuff like that, and how fast he was. It was such a scary villain for him, and I don't know. There's been other ones who were like more powerful and smarter stuff like that, but just the amount of time and planning that he put in to doing that, like he literally made him the Flash just to tear him back down again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when it
That's
comes
what I
down
liked about it.
when it comes down to it for me, it's like you know the hero's gonna win eventually. Like it's just a given. But I like seeing the villains give them like a legit run for their money until that
Oh
point
yeah.
comes.
And I think that's why we go back to Marvel. That's why I loved Infinity War.
Oh yeah, Thanos just kicked the shit out of everyone.
Yeah, they lost that last scene, with Captain America just defeated sitting there. I was like, oh my god, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was
I'm
something
not gonna
else.
lie, I came out of that one. I was like, hey, Thanos is right.
I don't think you were alone, my friend.
Yeah. I was like, my guy's on to something over there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, you have no idea how bad I want to open up these 2 stars.
Literally clicking away. So, is there actual like merch for this game?
I'm sure there is somewhere.
I just don't know if they had it like in a store or something like that. Because I ain't never seen anybody just walking around with the MCU shirt or MCOC shirt right now.
Well, I highly doubt it's very big where we're from. Yeah, I don't know. Dude, I'm like debating about opening these crystals, but I gotta save it. I really want to do that big opening, like I said, to
Yeah.
see how many 2 stars I can get. Where are these
So
crystals
real
at?
quick, how do you think that Craven movie's gonna do?
The what movie?
Craven.
I hope it does good, cause I like the dude they cast for it. Like I know
Oh
he's
yeah,
already,
I love him.
I already know he's played in the MCU before, cause he was Quicksilver, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, so
But
like,
also remember he was on Bullet Train with Brad Pitt.
yeah, and that was a really good movie. Like as an actor, I like him, so I really hope it does good.
And it's funny to see him because if I'm not wrong, he was kick ass.
Yep, I think that's where he got his start
Crazy.
from.
Yeah, it's crazy to see how far he came. Like, dude's a funny dude. Like not everybody
Well,
has that timing, but he's got that timing.
well, the only reason I wanted to succeed is because I want to see a live action standoff between Craven and Spider-Man.
Oh, right. Yeah, because I see a lot of ads and stuff for it, and that not only was I hyped up for that to be an actual movie, but I want to see what take they give on it.
Well, isn't it? Doesn't it come out? Is it this Friday or next Friday?
Is it?
I don't know.
I forgot to be honest.
I know it's soon.
I just try it, shows or movies that I'm excited about. I try not to watch any trailers. Like once I hear about it, I was like, no, I'm not gonna watch anything. I'm not gonna watch anything. I don't think give away. Especially when a movie gets closer to coming out, they start giving away more. But then most times, and I'd say about 70-30, I'm right. But
Hmm.
the 30 I'm wrong. I'm like, oh, you guys could have did so much more with that. And I don't like feeling like that when I get into the movie.
All right, I'll tell you what, Shy. Here, this is an exalted crystal. It's 80% chance for a 6 star, 20% chance for a 7 star. If I get a 7 star out of here, I will open the 7 star crystal that I got today.
That's so
So this is the luck game. Let's see what happens. If I get a 7 star out of here, I will open the 7 star. I highly doubt
okay.
it'll
And
happen.
watch your YouTube, so don't start getting excited because you'll see it before I do. But watch your YouTube when it opens because
Okay,
you'll be talking about it. I don't get to see it. I want to watch it live and see
I'm
like
watching the YouTube. Damn, not even close to a 7 star. Dude, you know how hard it is to not watch? Like my phone's spinning and then I got OBS set up over here. There's two screens. Like I literally have 3 screens here of the live action and then I have to watch YouTube that's like 3 seconds behind.
called willpower, sir.
Good thing I have some, huh?
That's crazy. Having crazy.
I didn't even see a 7 star pop on the reel, dude. Alright, one more chance. This one
Uno
is
más.
this one's 80% 5 star, 20% 6 star. If we get a 6 star out of here, I will open the 7 star.
All right.
I am watching
Cool.
YouTube. I'm not watching my phone
All
or
right.
OBS,
Be excited with me.
which is really hard because I can see all 3 screens out of the corner of my eye. You know how
Don't
hard
use
this
that
is?
corner of the eye. Eat something so your sugar goes really high and the outside of your peripherals go blurry and you can't
Shut the hell up.
listen.
Alright, here we go.
Hey, possibility.
5 star. Hey,
Oh,
that one was a little closer at least.
yeah, at least it was on the board.
I just want to say health and open the 7 star, but I can't. I want
Yeah,
to.
those two of them were signs not to do it. By the way,
Or it was the sign to do it because I didn't get luck there, and I'll get luck in the 7 star.
like you can talk yourself into anything, huh?
You know it. Let's finish it off with a 20 pop of. or 10 pop of premiums. And we'll call her a night. It's already 11:45.
I remember these were such a grind at one time. Now, yeah, let's just toss something
I was about to say if I get a 4 star out of here, I'll do it, and I'm glad I didn't because there's that 4 star.
But yeah, you remember grinding for these zones here, and he's like, yeah, I can throw 10 of them away. I'll be
Yeah, and you know what the craziest part is? Is like, yeah, I just got rid of 10 crystals, but I literally got 10 crystals back because all those were
all right.
max SIGs.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't even like in total crystal wise, I didn't lose anything.
That's
Yeah, I
funny.
don't think I really have anything else that's. Should we play the Brian Grant game? Well, he doesn't do this no more, but he used to do this a lot. Where at the end of the
Yeah,
stream, he would open one battleship crystal, and if he got units, he
yep.
would go open something else up.
Go that route.
Let's do it. One, just one. So if I get units out of here, then I will open up something else. Probably the 7 star. But
Shit, thing doesn't
if
even give you a dent.
if it's gold or I think gold energy refills or Punisher, I won't do it. Well, I'm trying to save because I want the 6 star Punisher, and the only way to do it is in the higher arena crystals. But just for one of them, it costs 100k.
Wow.
Yeah, so like you have to have
Yeah,
quite a bit.
162.
Yeah, I spend them so much. I would never be able to get there. I open these things faster than I get the chips. That's why next year I really want to like try to save and do like like a big 10 mil or something, you know. It take a long
Yeah,
time to
for the
it take
test of will.
it take a long time to get there, but do I have anything left? No, I'm not gonna say anything for these. These are just for the hell of it, end of the stream. Holy shit, look at that dude.
You actually use all those up.
525 units, that's crazy. And then I got another 75. I guess 600 units out of that. That's not bad. That's pretty good actually.
Damn.
All right. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Try to get some sleep.
Alrighty, man.
Um, Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Maybe have baby tomorrow, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Sunday do another one.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do a stream and do like Autumn Agony Path or something, or do all 3 objectives for Autumn Agony if I don't get it done before then. Cause
More questions ready.
the 10 days starts today where you get all the free champs, the 10
Yeah.
free champs. This one right here, if it shows it, that starts today, and at the end of this, you get this Isophine. She's a Kabam created champ,
Yeah.
and
We're talking about.
on that day 10, it'll be December 20th, and that's when the banquet starts. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Like, I want to try to round up as many units as I can by then, so I can actually do something in the banquet. Cause I don't know if I'll be able to buy a lot of stuff this year. I'm pretty broke, and then Christmas and all that. So, and then the car now too. So that's why I was gonna save
Make
those
sure
battle
that is
chips.
good to go.
I was gonna save those battle chips till that December 20th and open them and try. I mean, but I got 600 out of that, so that's pretty good. All right, my friend. I'm gonna call it a night. And, check you later, huh?
Alrighty.
All
Good
right.
night.
Peace out.
Later.